Back to the Strong Value Week 3 video for GPPMaster. This week we're going to play the $20 Millionaire Maker. We had some really exciting news at GPPMaster. One of our members actually won the Millionaire Maker, won the $1 million in Week 1, and we have an awesome video being made right now with him that we will have for all members up shortly. This was, again, a casual player who plays a couple lineups, a GPPMaster member who relied on our Week 1 AJ Green pick from our team, from one-on-one advice, and walked away with $1 million up in Wisconsin. We're psyched about Mike's win, and we're looking forward to having our video with him coming up soon. My video here, Strong Value, each week. Last week, Week 2, I did have one lineup that I didn't really get into because we're limited in how many minutes we have in this video. I did have one lineup where I stacked McCown and Coleman, and it was going awesome in Millionaire Maker until McCown got hurt. I still finished 4,000th in the money, but was really on my way to a day. McCown was 2% owned and Coleman 0.6% owned. And if McCown hadn't got hurt and banged up, that might have been one more touchdown and a good day. So on to this week. We're starting at quarterback with our strong play, Aaron Rodgers at $7,700 against the Detroit 30th ranked pass defense at home. Love Rodgers. He's due. We'll come back to the wide receivers and him in a little bit. On the value play, I like Ryan Tannehill this week. He is $6,200. He looked really good against the Patriots. I was there in the second half. He was just on fire, and he has a pretty easy matchup here with Cleveland. And I expect him to come out firing and potentially could put up 3 or 4 touchdowns. I think Phillip Rivers will be the chalk this week on the road. Want to be a little bit leery. Everyone's kind of riding the Indy defense, and that game could turn into a shootout, but I have a sense that that will be lower scoring than people think. Rivers is the chalk there, and I'm going to fade Rivers, except for maybe one lineup. I'm going to fade Rivers this week. At running back, all right, here we go. I'm going with Todd Gurley against Tampa Bay. If there's ever a game this guy is going to break out this season and show he's the real deal, worth that #1 pick in your traditional leagues, this is it. I think he'll be low owned. He's way out of favor. People are trying to trade him in their traditional leagues. So this is the week to ride Gurley and ride him hard. And if it doesn't work out, then we'll come back. But this is the week I go with Gurley heavily. And on the strong play, obviously. The value play, I kind of like Frank Gore. He's been quietly good, and he's somehow ageless. San Diego is the 30th ranked defense. They're going to want to control the ball. Moncrief is hurt, so they're going to want to control the ball and keep it out of Rivers' hand. So I actually really like Frank Gore to put up a touchdown, catch some balls, run for maybe 100 yards this week. San Diego is not good against the run, and that brings me to Melvin Gordon. He is going to be the chalk. He is going to be owned heavily, and I just am not sold yet. I think he's really good. I own him in a traditional league. I had him in some Week 1 plays on Millionaire Maker, but I'd be careful with that one and not go crazy. He's going to be really highly owned this week. And again, I think the Colts win that game, finally. By the way, I get Zeke Elliott as a flex, as my kind of third strong running back. We'll come back to that because I want to stack him with the Dallas defense against the Bears. Wide receiver, Tannehill. Stack him with Parker at 4,900 value. Stack him with Landry, less value at 6,600. Maybe even stack him with Stills at 3,600. And possibly even Jordan Cameron. But I'm going to absolutely do a Tannehill Parker stack. I'm going to do another lineup with a Tannehill Landry. I might even do one with Parker and Landry. On the strong side, same thing. Aaron Rodgers, I'm stacking him with Nelson and Cobb and his 2 bread and butter receivers. You can also sneak Devontae Adams in there. He's playing really well as the third receiver. And on the flex side, and I actually like Marcus Mariota as a third quarterback this week because at some point he's going to throw 5 touchdowns. He just is. He hasn't had it happen yet, but this could be the week against Oakland. And Sharp has 11 receptions at 109 yards, no touchdowns through 2 weeks. He's going to have a monster game, 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, 2 long ones at some point. So I use Sharp as a flex and even do a lineup with Sharp and Mariota. Tight end, strong. I guess you got to go with Jordan Reed in the Todd Gurley school. At some point, the guy's going to have a good game and break out. $6,500, but I'd rather save money at tight end and actually take Dwayne Allen. With Moncrief out, I think Luck is going to look Allen's way. He's 3,800 bucks on DraftKings, and I think he's a cheap tight end play, and I don't love any of those guys. So I'd probably shy away, but my strong play is Reed. My value play is Allen. Defensively, there's two I like. I'm going to call one strong, one value based on the money. Strong at the Dolphins versus Cleveland at $3,000. I just think the Dolphins are going to have a really good game against Cleveland and beat them this weekend. We'll see. And I like the Cowboys against the Cutlerless Bears, stacked with Zeke Elliott on the running back side and some lineups to have a really good defensive game. I just don't think the Bears are going to have that many weapons going. And, obviously they're going to have a quarterback change. That's it for this week. Again, last week, not the best week, but this is a work in progress. We're leveling the playing field for the casual player. Each week is a new week. All it takes is one win. I have off weeks. I'm a casual player who's become a champion and a good player, and you will too. Can't share every lineup, obviously, so you have to become a member. You have to do your homework, and you got to kind of make sure you're paying attention on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning and taking advantage of this, because in this video, it's 5 minutes. Can throw out a couple strong and value plays, but there are other plays that we're recommending, sending out alerts on, and writing about in all of our pretty awesome content in our video and everything else we're doing at GPPMaster.com. Thanks for being a member. See you next week.